Hello, Sagittarius, and how are you? So, Sagittarius, this is your general 2022 tarot cards message, and it's for you, Sagittarius. I feel a lot of you are not. There's a sense of fearlessness happening because we are in eclipse season, and we have an eclipse that's in your first house, and it's going to be there for 6 months. So this is going to be you shining in a way, a bit like, even though this is like the last clips that we're going to be seeing for the next 18 years, it feels like this sort of like grand finale that's happening, which a lot of you, I feel a lot of you are going to be showing in January going forward. But also it's like a new beginning, but it's also an ending. So there can be, a unity of like, hey, here I am, but also, a bit of sadness that's happening, and that's fine. That's fine. You have been the star of the show since the 2020 pandemic. Okay, and a lot of you Sagittarians have put things in place, and some of you have tried to do a lot of good work. Some of you have maybe not tried to do a lot of good work, but at the same time, you guys have, always been yourself, regardless of how people have taken you. And that is to be commended. One of the other themes that we have for you is we've got the North Node, which is in Sagittarius, which is in Taurus, which is in your 8th house. Okay, and no, it's not your 8th house, not in your 8th house. The North Node in Taurus, which is in your house of work and routines. So Sagittarius, it's time to get a little bit serious when it comes to that, unfortunately. I know some of you are thinking, why? But it is essential, okay? It is very essential for you to be concentrating on the job at hand, when the North Node is actually, asking you to concentrate on the job at hand, taking your work seriously in your own way, but also, looking after your health. Okay, this is a new beginning, but also with this eclipse in your sign, this is about your physical fitness and your health as well. So whatever you have, implemented in your routine, is going to be helping you for the next 6 months and beyond. Remember, this is going to be for 18 months. So I feel that whatever you implement will be for the long haul. A lot of you are more likely to stick to it. We also have this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces in your 4th house. This is to do with the home. And this is going to really benefit you because, you are ruled by Jupiter. And Pisces was, is ruled by Jupiter as well. Like traditionally ruled by Jupiter. So you're going to be feeling a bit more, there's going to be a lot of more positivity when it comes to like your home, your roots, your self-care practices, something to do with like your mother, mother figures. Some of you may even decide to like move as well, but discover new things about your roots. Although, because Neptune's involved, there can be some things that you may discover that you didn't want to know, type of thing. But the one major theme that we have, we've got Mars in Gemini, which is going to go retrograde for 6 months in your 7th house. Now, this is due to relationships, business partnerships, contracts, also open enemies. So with Mars going retrograde, I feel a lot of you are going to be in your element. You're not going to be afraid to say what you want to say. You won't be afraid to call out things as well, because the 7th house is about the law. And because you're Sagittarius is ruled by the law as well. So there could be some really strong ups and downs happening, but I'll be doing a full video on that. But you and Gemini are going to be the stars of the show once more. Not as big as the eclipses, but still you're going to be seen. So when we come to like your card messages for 2022, the first message you have is either from a planet or a sun sign, and you have got Sagittarius. You've got Sagittarius. This is your card message. And like I said, this, you really couldn't make it up, because you're going to be the star, especially for the first 6 months of the year. Sagittarius card is asking you to be yourself. It's a number 9 card, which is the Hermit card as well. So being yourself, showing yourself out there, not being afraid, but also with the North Node being in your 6th house, know that you know it's when to pull and rein things in, really concentrate on things that need to be concentrated on. And also I feel a lot of you may be having a lot of stuff going on in your mind as well, a lot of like mental anguish, but also it's about you listening to your mind, what's going on, what's not being said. I feel some of you could also be doing a lot of writing, because you know the sign Sagittarius also rules writing, it rules, you know, speaking, it also rules publishing as well. So some of you could decide to like really publish something you've been working on for the past 18 months. And this could be like things that you've learned from spiritual practice or even the law. Something that is going to be worldwide. It's going to be seen worldwide. But, you know, you're not afraid. You know, anything that comes your way this year, you're not afraid. This Sagittarian card is showing it's a fire card. So you're not really afraid to like mix things up and upset people. But also it's knowing when to draw in as well. Like you say what you said, but draw yourself in. And listening is going to be very important, because you're going to be very busy, Sagittarius, very busy. You're going to be, you know, here, there and everywhere, but you need downtime. You need to take care of yourself, your physical self. You need to take care of your mental health as well, but also resting. Rest is going to be very important as well for a lot of you. Okay, when we come to your other card, Sagittarius, you have the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is about messages that are coming. This could be from far away, which I don't think you'll be surprised about. It could be about love. It could also be about money. So I feel the messages that are coming for a lot of you Sagittarius is definitely from far away. It's also good news. So anything that you've waited for, wanted to pursue, it can now go forward. I feel also a lot of you are going to be having a bit more vitality, a bit more energy. It's also about grounding yourself as well. Ground yourself when you need to. But also, some of the other messages for this Knight of Pentacles for a lot of you Sagittarius is that, you know, so I feel some of you could feel quite lonely, like you are going to be pursuing a lot of new things and you want someone around you. Some of you are alone. Some of you who are single, you want someone around you. So that some of you could be searching for that perfect partner, that perfect person. And if some of you are coupled up, you know, it's about opening up yourself and communicating in what your needs are. Also, there could be some over expenditure happening, but you may have to rein it in. It's about communicating. So if there's things that you want to like invest in or buy, really communicate with your partner. Okay, you don't want any drama happening. When you're on a journey, you don't want any drama. So communication has to definitely be opened. And you could have messages from your partner as well, messages from your friends, messages from people in your family as well. It feels very positive, the first, especially like the first half. The second card that you have is the Three of Wands. And the Three of Wands is, you know, if you see the person, it actually reminds you of you, Sagittarius, is that you guys are definitely looking forward to the future. But also some of you could be looking back at the past, like turning your back at the past. Like what happened was then, but now something new's coming for me. I may not know what it is, but I'm looking forward to what's going to be happening for me. I think deep down, I do feel deep down inside a lot of you are feeling sort of like isolated in some way. Maybe it's because people may not understand your goals, what you're saying, where you want to go. But you always have a goal in mind, and you see that if you pursue certain dreams, ideals, things can work out. Also, don't be afraid to be asking for help, Sagittarius. Okay, because you'll always have help. And always... And I feel that communication definitely has to be more open for you. I've said it before, but I feel that you guys have to communicate in a way that, you know, there's no like, people keep asking you, what was that? What was this? What was that? What was this? Because, you know, when you're busy and you say something, you may say it once or twice and people need to understand it again. It's just like communicate it so people understand, because you know your mind's going to be really on fire in 2022. But also it's also, like I said before, resting is very important. So whatever you're thinking for your future is, I feel that, you know, especially if you're doing a lot of visualization work, visualize a healthy mind, visualize a healthy body, visualize, you know, what you're eating, healthy foods that can put a spring in your step, and visualize rest. Okay, so you're a lot of you are visioning things that you want for 2022 in very much a positive way, but that's mostly because of things you want to do, but also it's also about your body as well. The last card you have is the Knight of Cups. There's a lot of like messages that are actually coming. Knight of Cups is about, you know, messages about love, creativity. It also messages about friends as well. So obviously your relationships are very important this year, Sagittarius, in 2022. Messages, your relationships are very important, and, you know, being around family, home, and, you know, obviously friends as well. You know, spending time with your family will really help with your, you know, your scattered energy, Sagittarius. And you know, I feel that there's going to be some creativity that's going to be happening for a lot of you, but you may be doing so many things at once. So if you have kids, getting your kids involved will be really, you know, will really help you. It could also, you know, you could be, because I don't feel a lot of you, even though you're very ambitious, I don't feel a lot of you are laughing a lot. Your kids will give you a lot of jokes, busting jokes with your kids. You know, doing something fun and creative, but also, you know, getting out of your personal space and, you know, going to, like, obviously if things are open, but if you can't go to like a restaurant, doing something fun with like your partner as well. Because I feel a lot of you do like to be alone, even though some of you, I feel some of you feel alone, but some of you also like to be alone. You know, and I feel that with Mars being in your 7th house, this is about relationships as well. So there could be a need for you, especially the Knight of Cups, there could be a need for you to be doing something, but your partner wants you to do something too. I feel your partner may want to, you know, communicate in how your relationship is. They may want to get a bit more jiggy with you. They may want to have a bit more open communication. They may want to like change something. So listen out for these changes. The Knight of Cups is a very romantic card as well. So get romantic, Sagittarius. Yes, it's all about you, but it's also about other people too. And you know, some of you are in a long-term relationship. You know, sometimes some of you could actually forget that you are, not in a rude way, it's just that you guys are, when you're busy, you know, the mind's on the future. You know, that arrow is for the future. So, and you may not know the physical changes that are happening within your partner as well. So it's about taking a step back, breathing and listening, you know, and also your deep personal relationships as well, Sagittarius, will also, you know, bring out that more loving side that you have. Because I just see, like, I've said this before, tacitomania with a lot of you Sagittarius. It's very much a tacitomania time, but the relationship aspect to it, and if you've got family as well, like, you know, children as well, that could bring a more of a lighter side as well. So Sagittarius, that was your general 2022 message for, you know, your Tarot 2022 message. Feel free to, you know, like, share and subscribe, and write comments to let me know if this resonated with you. So thanks very much for listening, Sagittarius, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.